Media. With inputs from Dheeraj Kumar, Newsnight Desk, DD News.
The price of Brent North Sea oil rocketed 5% on Friday, reports after the OPEC and non-OPEC crude producers agreed to slash crude output. So Brent surged it surged up to $63 per barrel, and New York's West Texas Intermediate advanced almost 5%. This is after Bloomberg had reported that producers, including Saudi Arabia and Russia, had agreed to cut output by a combined 1.2 million barrels per day. At the closing of the meet, Russian energy minister said that the solidarity achieved at the meeting will help in market stability.
Также роль каждого из министров стран.
And of course, I'd like to say thank you to everybody present here, to each member and minister of the delegation for your commitment to the deal and your willingness to cooperate. Without the effort of each single one of you, we would not have been able to achieve what we have at the most difficult time the market has seen in decades.
Australia thrashed China 11-0 in their final Pool B match of the Men's Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar. The world number one team, Australia, dominated right from the start, scoring 2 goals in the first quarter of the match. Australia then continued the dominance in the second quarter as well, scoring 4 more goals to lead 6-0. After that, Australia dominated the Chinese in the entire match, and the scoreline read 11-0. Blake Govers scored 3 goals for Australia. The match between England and Ireland was pretty close, 4-2, but England beat Ireland and reached the crossover stage and kept their opponents from doing so. England finished second in Pool B and now will play New Zealand for a chance to face Argentina in the quarterfinals. A draw would have sent Ireland through, and they came twice close to that. They also levelled at 2-2 in the third quarter. But then James Gall restored England's lead, and then England held on to that lead. And just before the match closed, Mark Gleghorn scored a penalty corner, and then the game was in England's bag. In cricket, Travis Head led Australia's fight back with an unbeaten 69 of 149 balls, and Australia, the hosts, ended day 2 of the opening test at Adelaide at 191 for 7. The second day's play belonged to Travis Head, who put on a gritty performance, scoring 69, but it also belonged to the Indian bowlers, who bowled a tight and nagging line. The Indian bowlers grabbed every opportunity they got to scalp an Australian wicket. And that's all we have in this edition of the news. And for all the latest news and updates, you can contact us around the clock, following us on Twitter and YouTube. DD News Official is our YouTube handle. DD News Live is our Twitter handle. Here are the headlines to conclude. Voting ends in Rajasthan and Telangana, completing the poll exercise of 5 state assemblies. The voter turnout of 73% in Rajasthan and 67% in Telangana is recorded till 5 p.m. Youth, women and first-time voters show great enthusiasm. Results to be declared on December 11. Enforcement Directorate raids premises of 2 people associated with Robert Vadra in connection with defence deal commissions. The raids in Delhi and NCR and also in Bengaluru are linked also to assets abroad. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says that India is ready to leap into the next era. He says the government is working towards fulfilling the aspirations of all Indians, and that financial criminals and fugitives should not get any sanctuary anywhere in the world. He has appealed to the media to help in fulfilling the dreams of a new India. Major setback for fugitive liquor baron Vijay Mallya. The Supreme Court has refused to stay ED proceedings to declare him a fugitive economic offender in the trial court. Indian bowlers peg Australia back on day 2 of the Adelaide Test. Australia ends at 191 for 7 from 88 overs as a tight nagging line makes the Aussie batsman toil for every run. Ashwin scalps 3 wickets. This has been a DD News presentation. Thank you for your time. Namaskar. Voting ends in Rajasthan and Telangana, completing the poll exercise of 5 state assemblies. Voter turnout of 73% in Rajasthan, 67% in Telangana recorded till 5 p.m. Youth, women and first-time voters show great enthusiasm. Results to be declared on December 11. Enforcement Directorate raids premises of 2 people associated with Robert Vadra in connection with defence deal commissions. Raids in Delhi and adjoining areas and also in Bengaluru. The raids also linked to assets abroad. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is ready to leap into the next era. The government is working towards fulfilling the aspirations of all Indians. Says that financial criminals and fugitives should not get sanctuary anywhere in the world and appeals to the media to help in fulfilling the dreams of a new India. A major setback for the fugitive liquor baron Vijay Mallya. The Supreme Court refuses to stay ED proceedings to declare him a fugitive economic offender in a trial court. And Indian bowlers peg Australia back on day 2 of the Adelaide Test. Australia ends at 191 for 7 from 88 overs as a tight nagging line makes the Australian batsman toil for every run. Ashwin takes 3 wickets. Our top story, India's newest state, Telangana, went to the polls to elect its second assembly. The voter turnout of 67% is likely to go up, and it reflects a keen interest in the political process in the state. The election is being seen as a triangular contest between the TRS, the BJP and the Congress-TDP left alliance.
The long queues outside polling stations are witness to the fact that voters are well aware of their democratic rights and their collective duty in an election. Polling for all 119 seats of Telangana Assembly began at 7 a.m. on Friday and completed at 5 p.m. In 13 constituencies where Naxals have some influence, voting took place between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. Polling stations remained open even after the closing time due to long queues of voters still waiting to cast their votes. Polling was peaceful except for a few sporadic incidents.
Figures which we have received for the turnout, we have received the interim figure of 67%, and we will be getting final figure when the parties come back.
The fate of 1,821 candidates is being decided by an electorate of more than 2 crore 80 lakh voters. 32,796 polling stations have been set up for the elections. 10,280 polling stations have been declared as sensitive. Election Commission made special arrangements at polling stations to encourage voters. Polling stations were decorated for the Festival of Democracy. People were seen enthusiastically arriving an hour in advance for their voting. First-time voters and elderly, including a 90-year-old, waited in line for their turn to elect their government.
Expectations high है, देखना चाहती like what can they bring new?
Encouragement in youth, like jobs now, the jobs are giving to the youth people.
A new change for betterment of our country. Safety for women is first point.
ये जो roads हैं वो थोड़ा अभी बाकी हैं और जो नए बंदे हैं उनके लिए jobs बाकी हैं.
They must provide free education for the persons who cannot afford the fees.
VIP voters were all the more enthusiastic. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, former Union Minister and BJP leader Bandaru Dattatreya, TRS MP K. Kavita and Congress leader Prabhakar Rao voted in their respective constituencies. Telangana is not short of sporting and film celebrities who cast their votes with enthusiasm.
Voting is something very important and this is the time.
पेड न्यूज़ के माध्यम से मतदाताओं को इन्फ्लुएंस करने, साथ ही साथ फ्री एंड फेयर इलेक्शन के प्रोसेस को प्रभावित करने की कोशिश की है. चुनाव आयोग ने इस संबंध में इसको गंभीरता से सुना है और इस पर कार्रवाई की बात करी है. उसके अलावा राजस्थान में कुछ बूथ कैप्चरिंग हुई है, उसके बारे में भी हमने रीपोलिंग की डिमांड की है.
The voters have done their job and their verdict is awaited as attention shifts to the counting day on December 11. With Rama Tyagi, Hyderabad Bureau for DD News.
A healthy turnout of 73% till 5 p.m. marked the elections in Rajasthan. 199 seats of the 200-seat Rajasthan Assembly went to the polls on Friday, while the election is being seen as a keen contest between the BJP and the Congress party.
Festival of Democracy celebrated with great fervour. These visuals tell the tale of voter enthusiasm in Rajasthan. This is the hallmark of a vibrant democracy. Of the 200 seats in Rajasthan, voting took place on 199. Election to the Ramgarh seat in Alwar has been countermanded due to the demise of the BSP candidate. Voters queued up from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Tentative figure is 72.62%, and since polling is going on, by late night it will be over and it is likely to go up. When we compare it with the Lok Sabha 2014, the turnout was 63.02%. Assembly election 2013, the turnout, final turnout including all the postal ballots etc. was 75.23%.
There are 2,274 candidates in the fray for the 199 seats. All efforts were made to ensure peaceful, free and fair polls. There were reports of EVMs malfunctioning in a few places, but these were promptly addressed. Special arrangements were made at several polling booths. Many were decorated to welcome voters. Extra care was taken to make booths accessible for all. Arrangements were made for women and the elderly. As a result, voters over 100, invalid voters, those on wheelchairs and women from all walks of life were seen casting their votes.
As a youth, सबसे important चीज़ होती है education and the job. हम सोचते हैं कि इससे बदलाव आ सकता है, हमें इसमें पार्ट लेना चाहिए।
मुझे तो लगता है कि सारी महिलाएं अब जागरूक हो चुकी है और उनको अपना मतदान देना चाहिए, तभी सही कैंडिडेट खड़ा हो सकता है।
वोट इसी के करे जो कैंडिडेट एजुकेटेड हो, डेवलपमेंट की बातें करते हो और पोलराइजेशन नहीं करे। सिर्फ विकास के मुद्दे अहम भूमिका निभाता है और इससे देश का विकास होता है और समाज के अंदर नई सोच डेवलप होती है।
Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje, Union Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal, Rajyavardhan Rathore, State Home Minister Gulab Chand Kataria too cast their votes.
पूरा विश्वास है कि क्योंकि अच्छा विकास का कार्य हुआ है, उसको देखते हुए राजस्थान की जनता अपने विवेक से उस पार्टी को मजबूत करेंगे जिस पार्टी ने ये काम किया है।
इस देश को मजबूत करने के लिए लोगों ने अपनी जान, अपनी आहुति दे दी। आज हमें मतदान करना है अपने मन से ये सोचकर कि कौन वाकई में सच्चे रूप में इस देश को आगे बढ़ा रहा है।
State Congress President Sachin Pilot, former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot and several other Congress leaders too exercised their franchise.
नई सरकार का चुनाव करना है। मुझे लगता है कि बहुत शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से एक अच्छे माहौल में चुनाव संपन्न हो और ये इस लोकतंत्र की खूबी है कि जनादेश के सामने सबको झुकना पड़ता है।
Now all eyes are on 11th of December when the voters' decision will be known. With Anuj Yadav, Neeraj Singh, Vishal Baristo, Jaipur Bureau for DD News.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of Dainik Jagran in New Delhi. He inaugurated a two-day Jagran forum where he also released a postage stamp commemorating 75 years of the Jagran newspaper. The Union Ministers Ravi Shankar Prasad and Manoj Sinha attended that function, and the Prime Minister appreciated the role of the media in